guys, welcome back. Well, for me, this is 5 seconds ago in the last video, but for you, maybe longer. So we're going to continue where we left off, and that is testing and working on getting the AI to rearm. I usually only like to spend 30 minutes working on ARMA because of life things, but today I got some extra time, so why not? So we're going to go ahead and start the timer again, and we can count down. So now, last time we tested to see if this near objects, if this was how efficient this was, and we found out it came out to 0.0396996 average. So yeah, it's not amazing. Let's go ahead and try this next one and see how that goes. And I'm going to go ahead and be even lazier here and copy to clipboard string average time. Okay. And we're going to, whoops, go ahead and, oh, not global, on that one. I want to see if nearest objects, this man, 200, is just as demanding as near objects. I know nearest objects sorts it by distance, so which could be beneficial because distance-wise, well, we don't want him running into any random body. We want him to run into the ones closest to grab ammo. Sorry. I'm just watching the bottom left, and it's pretty quick. I'm seeing a few pips here and there, and it feels like more than the other one. We're gonna let it run through 100,000 iterations. We're gonna see. Definitely gonna see. So while that's just finishing up, I'm thinking for rearm self. So we need to know. Okay, we're gonna run another function that is, did we find bodies? Okay, and it's gonna be that fine objects. Bad. If and oh, it's done. Okay, so now I should be able to go over to speed test. And the final result was bam. Almost twice as inefficient as the other one. So it looks like we want to use this one. There are some penalties to this, as in, well, what if we get by closest to him? What if he runs too far? Well, we'll see how much of an impact that really is before we make a decision, and how often the players actually run into that. We all want the most realistic, awesome thing ever, but if it's going to just bring a server down, it's not worth it. So we're going to use that command for now. We're just going to see how that runs. It's not set in stone. We can come back to it if you want. So we're just going to use this one. Okay. So we're using near objects. And near objects, oops. Does this tell us if it returns nothing what's listed? Okay, so it says it turns an array. So I'm assuming if there is no array, so say like I'm gonna run this command, and I want to make sure that like if it doesn't find anything, it returns an empty array. So I'm gonna do car. I think it's actually like land. We'll do land. Can't remember all the class names. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh. Well, it looks like it returns an empty array. If I don't make a mistake. Well, okay. Let me do air. Yeah, empty array. So if FB is equal to, because I use E is equal to because it is a lot quicker than using double this. It's a bit more strict with what it can check, but in a lot of these situations, most people are checking very strict things. I think the time where it fails is just, I think it's just like comparing strings. Sorry, let me move this over here. I had an important message here. Let me pause the time for just 1 second.
Microphone activated. Microphone muted.
I have my phone right here, so I'm sorry if you're going to hear that. My wife may be texting me. Okay, so we have if this array turns empty, not if it does not return empty, do this, else do this. And what I'm thinking is this one will be, okay, cool. Now we need to do a check to see, actually, let's not do this yet. Now we need to do a check to see if those guys have ammo that he needs. And sorry, replying to a text here. Okay. Let's see here. Now we need to figure this out. Now we need to do a search for these. And now there's one thing we need to be aware of is this search will return the unit. So we need to always make sure that FB, but before even that happens, you need to FB equals FB minus X. Oh, not X, sorry, this. Takes the player or the unit out of that array because he might try to grab ammo from himself. Not good. Sorry, this is important stuff. Alright. So now, for each of these bodies, I need to know if they have a magazine that matches his. So we're going to do a very similar thing. Those are bodies, and we're going to do mags equals magazines X. If, and then we're using the exact same method as we did here. And we'll do for each mags. If X is equal to current magazine, then I will do we'll do exit with rearm equals true. Huh. How do I want to do this? Okay, we'll do exit with okay, rearm will equal true. And then we'll go to our handy dandy, where was that? Grab ammo here. And this do move, get pause. Oh, you know what? I just realized the problem. Okay, sorry, the setup is really messing me up. I got distracted there. Okay, so we can't use X, okay. So for each magazine, so it's gonna go for each magazine from this person. And then we're gonna go if this is just so I don't get confused. I'll do unit equals x. Okay, and now my exams be unit for each mags. Okay. If x is equal to the current magazine and exit with unit. Ah, got it. Okay. Exit with this do move. Get pause unit. We're actually going to create a different function for this because it's going to be much cleaner that way. So we're going to do this and unit. Spawn. Become AI. Let's see. Rearm go. And so now what we need to do is take this, go back to the init. I usually just do this because I'm nice and lazy. Now we're going to open up this, functions, new function, QF, become rearm go. This function is to ensure the AI reaches the ML objective. Okay, so rearm unit equals this select 0 and rearm location equals this select 1. Now I want to make sure that this is flexible enough to work not just with people but with any object. So it's rearm unit and rearm location. And what I want to do is, so while RU distance RL is greater than 3, we'll do 4, do this. We'll have it sleep every 3 seconds or so. And RU do move, get pause RL. If, okay, so while he is greater than 4, we'll do 5 seconds, see how that goes. While he's greater, 4. Sorry, while he is greater than 4 meters than his target, you'll just keep telling him to move, to move, to move. And once he reaches it, what I want him to do is to rearm at the location. I'm gonna hopefully let Chemia take over that side. Okay, so now we got this basic function. Now we can go back to rearm self. This unit spawn, rearm go, and it should exit this whole thing right here. Awesome. So I'm going to test this now. What I'm going to do is not recompile the mission. I'm going to just literally trigger it in game here. Okay. Become AI, rearm, go. Fine. Save. Execute. Okay. So now, what I want to do is I'm going to add in some debug stuff real quick. Okay. System chat format. PC. That's all I really want right now to see if he even gets that far. I am going to go ahead and put this guy way over here. This guy. And I'm going to put him in combat mode. Can I do that? Here, yeah. I think the AI are actually already executing it by themselves. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so this guy. They're in combat mode, so they're in combat, they're firing. Whoops. And this guy's shooting. He decides to give me his ammo. Maybe not. Let's see. We're gonna drop this on the ground. There, he's gonna give me all his ammo. Because now he doesn't have much ammo. And I think he was already executing by itself because I think I added it into the unit FSM already. Yep. There's 7, here's 0, and he's gonna run to me. And it looks like he grabbed ammo. I wasn't thinking about that. And now just grabbed ammo for him too. Now I need to know if that was a bug. I believe it was. He executed that one too many times, so now let's take a look at his get up here. So far I'm actually pretty pleased with that result. And now he's actually has more ammo than he started with. So the exit width, that's what I was worried. I always forget this. So this exit width only exits this little loop here. You think it would stop? Well, what we're going to do is under the define here, we're going to have another debug message, system chat format. It's going to be RL. It's going to be how many units he's reloading from. Whoops. That will give us a good sense of. Just give us a good sense of what he is doing. Can I just take his ammo from him? Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing. Okay. Okay, the guy over there has 7, the guy has 0, and yep, he executed it twice there. So he's being told to go to P1 and me at the same time, so you probably see him not knowing where to run to. He's going to be torn in between 2 people. Oh, looks like you made it to him first. And now he's probably going to come to me to get rearmed. No! No, you'll never get me! Stay away! Okay. So, if you look at this, there's a problem. He's executing it for every FB, for every person nearby. And for each FB, this exit width seems to only exit the for each with the mags. Okay. Well, then what I want to do is then, and here, so I want to do stop equals strip. And this is just a pretty lazy way of doing it, but that's okay. Stop equals false. If stop, exit with, bam. So now it should stop. It should just pick the, essentially the way it is right now, I think it's just a random dude. So now, if I control this dude, and I'm just loaded with magazines now. We're stealing them all from the other guy. Let's drop these on the ground. Run. There's 3 and there's 0. And then that guy, he picked me. Oh, no, get away from me. So right now, you can see an issue with this, right? You can see people going, oh god, AI kept stealing ammo from me. Please make them stop. Look at him, he's just gonna steal my ammo. He didn't ask. Now I have less. So this will probably be a parameter. So we'll do that up here. Take from player. We'll do false for now. And this will probably be something I'll put in the parameters that people can turn on and off. That's why I'm going to put them up here. And what we'll do, if then, so if take from player is false, then we want to do for each square feet B is if the unit if is player X, then phi B equals phi B minus X. So that way it'll remove players from that list of consideration. Let's see, remove if take from players is false, then remove players from this list. Okay. Find closest. Man. Okay. If mins are around, see if we take ammo from them first. Okay, and then I'll exit that. And then we want to put another stop here because if you can get ammo from that, then we don't need them to stop anymore. And for that reason alone, we're going to go and put this stop right up here so we can tell it when to stop. The reason I want this is I don't want him to check for in min first and then go for vehicles next or objects. So now what we're going to do next is essentially the same thing. Is we're going to find ammo in vehicles. And it's going to be essentially the same thing. So we're going to grab this, find closest vehicle. And vehicles, now, and this becomes the problem with mods, so keep this in mind, that a lot of mods do not configure the vehicles the same. They should keep some basic classes. Should is a strong word. So I come down to config vehicles here, and I'll just start looking at, here's the MWrap. They're labeled as cars. I'm going to do maybe land vehicle. Or how about just all vehicles? All vehicles sounds nice. Do units count as all vehicles? That's a problem. So what if here, we expand this a little bit. What if we shorten this down? So you can see how vehicles, like even men, are considered all vehicles. What if we change this from man to all vehicles? Then would we need to have an extra thing there to find this stuff? Maybe not. So let me go ahead and reset this. And I am going to spawn a vehicle in. We'll do a Strider. That's op4. Let's make this easier on myself. Or is that op4? No, that's AF. Let's this easier on myself and go to NATO. Cars. Emmet. Emmet has, nope, not that. Well, let's see if this one has ammo in it. I will give it to ammo. How about that? Give it all the ammo in the world. And this just made me think. One thing we'll do real quick. Whoop, get out of here. This just made me think. If on these units here. No, I'll stay away from that. I was thinking that we should do a check. Like, so say if the unit they're trying to take ammo from only has like 2 mags left, maybe they shouldn't do that. Or maybe they should only take ammo from dead units. And I'm thinking, well, live units would be nice. They're low on ammo. We get some ammo from a friendly, but does that cause more problems than it solves? Because I'm thinking, what if you have just a couple units who just keep stealing all the ammo off of one guy? And is that a possible thing? Or would they just keep spreading the ammo around? As one guy gets low, he runs and grabs more ammo. Or I'm not sure how that works. So let's do a test here. Let's do a little bit more test of Roonies before we get too into it. Let's get just a rifleman, and redefine that real quick. I want him to give me ammo here. I'm gonna run away, so hopefully he'll grab from his friendly. We're gonna play this guy. We're gonna watch his ammo count. So he's got 2, 8, 9 mags. Okay. Take ammo from me, comrade. Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he's a little shy. Okay, well I can force him to do it quicker. Whoops. Oh, there he goes. There's 9. And that guy should be coming up soon, I sure do hope. 0. He grabbed it. Cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and go look at this guy. So he just got some ammo. And he took... Wait, was this the guy? This was the guy that stole it. He has 9 now. This motherfucker has nothing. So he just took everything. So... That's... We need this to not work with a lot of units. They need to be dead. Because I'm seeing some major problems with that. And I'm thinking, do I want to get that complicated to go into, you know, script it like so they'll take, we'll divide the number in half, and then we'll delete that number from the other guy, then add to the other guy. That just adds so much more unnecessary coding that isn't required. So let's go ahead and do this. And if it's alive, it'll remove it from the list. That's just gonna be what we're gonna do. Okay. So, and we need to change it so this vehicle is technically considered alive, I believe. The vehicles I don't care about. I think that's gonna be okay for a wider range of audiences. So, if alive, and type name of X is equal to, or type of, I can't remember how type of works. I'll look this up, and then we should be pretty good. Type of. Was it is kind of maybe is what I'm looking for? Yeah. So X is kind of man, then Okay, so now we'll only consider dead units. And the like. So let's go ahead and we'll test this. So I'm gonna make this guy super scared by spawning in a clone right in front of him and then killing that clone. Okay, so he's a little worried now. Alright. Let's look, this guy just had a heart attack in front of me. And oh, please tell me they use the same ammo. Yeah, the same units. There. Okay. And he's just going to drop all his mags in there. And we're going to move him back here. Just for testing purposes, I'm going to move this far out. And I want to see if he will go, and then we'll end this video here. And he rearmed. Did he rearm? Find out. Because when you die, your gun drops on the ground there. And I'm checking his. Yep, he got some ammo. And seeing a bunch of ammo there. On the body. Sweet. So I'm pretty proud about that. And we'll test from a vehicle now. And what we'll do is have them just dump his magazines in here. Move him back here. And to execute it again because I'm lazy. And, oh, there he goes already. So you got 0, and it stopped. Stop there. So he didn't see the vehicle as something he could use. Oh man, I gotta fix this before we stop. I'm sorry about the time. If you need to go, you go. You shut down this video right now. But I'm just looking to see. Okay. I think that has the mags he needs in there. Just double check that. Yep. Okay, so it stops at TC equals 0. And then it doesn't get down to here. Let's go ahead and do this. And see if that vehicle comes up. It's saying he's got 0 ammo, so he wants to do it. Oh, pfft. Player. Ah! Let's pull on the truck. Let's do this, and now let's do a hint format. Is it this alive? This if alive and is kind of man, then remove it? I keep doing this. Ah, no. Player. Then. Player. So the truck should be coming up. So I don't think it's this. And this isn't required anymore because players are dead. Who gives a shit? Sorry. So let's do system chat format B. And let's see what is going on a little bit closer. Oops. Cursor object spawn. Save that. Okay, so it's pulling the truck. So he is pulling the truck, so there's not an issue with that. He's not even getting the rearm go. if magazine's unit mm-hmm. Let's run that again. So now I'm trying to see if maybe it's not picking up the ammo types. And for vehicles, you can't do the magazines command. I just remembered. I don't think this works on vehicles. Does it? It says it's supposed to. It says it's supposed to. So let's do unit. Let's redefine this. Okay, so it's pulling the unit, so it's considering the unit. We already knew that. Let's do mags. So this is like a mystery. Why is it not working? Now as you can see the mags come up empty. Why are the mags empty? So maybe even though it says vehicle, so maybe this is only including, yeah. So this is the problem. The magazines is only for turrets and things like that. It's returning nothing. So what we need to do is figure out if it's a kind of vehicle. Get cargo. Is it cargo? I thought. So get magazine cargo. Magazine cargo. So maybe this is what we need to do instead. So what we'll do is, okay, tricky. So we need to initialize. Just for now, I'm just going to initialize mags equals that. If unit is kind of man, then do this, else do this, and else is going to be mags equals magazine's cargo unit. Now we should see a difference. I sure hope so. So we'll define that. And he's trying to run to the truck. And this is also a weird issue with armor. You can see he's trying to get rearmed. He's being told to move, but AI actually can't get that close to vehicles. So if I get close to him or him, I grab it. So what that means is, unfortunately, I need to come into here, and the fix right now would be, well, in rearm go, distance of this is too short. We can do something like 8. So he needs to be something like 8. So I'm going to end the video there. We have a basic version of it going to rearm their primary weapons. Now this is probably as far as I'm going to get for this next version coming out, because I have degen I want to start working on some more, and I want to make some videos about that. So I'm going to go ahead and in this here, I'm going to test this some more. I'm going to polish it up, and I'm probably going to release this as a mod. And I think I'll probably definitely continue this little mini series because I want to eventually include them to pick up statics and, oh, not statics, AT weapons, AA, and all sorts of different things. So I think this is a great start. So we're gonna stop it there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.